Deep within dense forests north of Prague, stone walls rise from an isolated clearing. At first glance, the castle appears ordinary: medieval architecture, thick masonry, narrow windows. But its design reveals something strange. Many windows are false, sealed from the inside. Defensive structures face inward rather than outward. And beneath the castle lies a pit of unknown depth. Local legends describe the chasm as bottomless, a tear in the earth from which unnatural creatures once emerged. Accounts speak of winged figures, shadowed beings, forms that did not move like living animals. Villagers avoided the area for centuries. They believed the ground itself was cursed. So when construction began in the 13th century, people assumed it was meant to seal the opening forever. Records from the era are sparse, but one story persists. Before the castle was completed, prisoners condemned to death were offered a bargain: descend into the pit and earn freedom if they survived. One man accepted. He was lowered by rope into the darkness. Witnesses said his screams began almost immediately. When he was pulled back to the surface, he appeared decades older. His hair had turned completely white. He could speak only a single sentence before dying of shock. He claimed there were creatures below, creatures waiting in the dark. Construction accelerated soon after. The deepest parts of the structure were reinforced with heavy stone. A chapel was built directly over the pit, its floor forming a barrier between the surface world and whatever lay beneath. Frescoes within the chapel depict unusual imagery: demonic figures, hybrid beings, scenes of conflict between light and darkness. Some paintings were later damaged or deliberately concealed. Over time, the castle changed hands many times, but reports of strange occurrences never faded. Visitors described hearing scratching beneath the floors, echoes rising through stone corridors, footsteps in sealed rooms. In the 20th century, the site drew attention for a different reason. During World War II, occupying forces reportedly used the castle for secret experiments. Local accounts claim soldiers sealed off underground chambers and conducted research related to the site's legend. When the war ended, the castle was abandoned once more. No official explanation was ever given. Today, the castle still stands, quiet, isolated, and largely unchanged. Those who enter describe an unusual heaviness in the air, a silence that feels unnatural, a sense that the building is not merely old, but watchful. The pit beneath the chapel remains inaccessible. Its true depth has never been confirmed. There is no record of anyone reaching a bottom. Historians suggest rational explanations: a defensive stronghold, a hunting lodge, a symbolic religious structure. Yet none of these fully explain why such a fortress would be built in a place with no strategic advantage, or why so much effort would be devoted to sealing a single point beneath it. Perhaps the castle was never meant to protect the living. Perhaps it was meant to contain what lay below: a barrier of stone, raised not against armies, but against emergence. Because some structures are built to keep danger out, and others are built when something has already come through.